Hello, I'm your host, Jim McLean.
And I'm Adam Neeson.
And me, Danny Brown.
And welcome to another episode of the NIC.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
I'm just a fucked up girl who's looking for my own peace of mind.
Welcome to the party, pal.
I'll be back.
I'll have what she's having.
Death has come to your little town, Sheriff. You can either ignore it, or you can help me to stop it.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
So there we go, chaps. Just for Danny, we allowed him to jump in and be part of our opening monologue. And just for kudos to our listeners, it's because Adam Neeson insisted upon it.
We set a format, and the format needs to be set upon. That's how it's pronounced, isn't it?
But we're changing things. We're flip-flopping it around. And we haven't been podding for a while because I've been really busy. We've been really busy with the prep for the festival and just other bits and bobs, and there was no studio here at Q, and just doing it remotely, Adam, it wasn't the same.
You don't get to see him je ne sais quoi.
You don't get to see like 1/4 of your face that I can see beyond the screen above me here. Because I can't see all of you. It's just, you're like Harvey, you're like Adam Two-Face.
Hey, I'm gonna flip my coin, Batman. That's how that goes, isn't it?
Yeah. Mate, I don't know why you didn't get that gig.
See the way people are always like, say if I did a bad Joker impression, people are like, that doesn't sound like the Joker. But I'd be like, that's how he sounds in the comic books. And then they couldn't judge my impression. Oh, Jim, yes, I shall do my Joker impression. Hey, it's me, the Joker.
I feel like you just sound like the Penguin the whole time, though.
Hey,
do you want to hear his penguin impression?
It's me, Alfred Pennyworth.
The penguin.
No, I do Poison Ivy.
Hey, it's me, Pamela Ivy. Everybody speaks like that in Gotham. Because Gotham is Boston, basically.
Of course, yeah.
But Boston sounds a bit like, East Belfast. With a Boston twinge.
What's what we call the Boston Sox? It's a Boston Sox.
What Batman character was that?
That was
Robin.
Robin Bastard. We're back.
We're back, and we're as hot as we ever were. Gents, we're getting ready for our Halloween special, but just as we were recording there, I just mentioned I've started to watch The Celebrity Traders. I know it's been out for a couple of weeks now. Have any of you been enjoying it? Any of you fans of The Traders, generally? As I say, I've never dipped my toe into that particular series for quite some time, or competition, whatever you want to call it, and I got sent some memes and some videos. In the same way, a couple of weeks ago, the world seemed to be thirsting over Jamie Lee Curtis's cleavage. I don't know if it's the world, but just men of a certain age in the UK seem to be thirsting over old Charlotte Church. Everyone, Wales's favourite opera singer turned... Is it sound baths she does now, stuff like that?
I think it's pronounced vagina.
That's where I've been going wrong all these years. Here, Amber, show us your sound bath. That explains a lot.
Do you ever see how how machines put the pattern on a bowl?
Just want to clarify, listeners, that Adam felt the need to, because it's an audio medium, to use his hands.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How that happens?
Yeah.
That's why I want Charlotte Church to do to my mouth.
You lie flat and just...
She's like, here comes the crockery design.
We're modern men.
We're just innocent men.
We're modern men. But yes, have you been watching The Traders?
I have not watched the Celebrity one yet. But
Do you like the normal series?
I like the normal series, yeah. I've watched all the UK one, and I started the American one.
There's an Irish one now as well, isn't there?
I think so, yeah. I've not watched it yet, and I've not watched the Australian one. I started the American one, and whenever one of the contestants said, "Oh, I'm a distant cousin to Sherlock Holmes," I went, "No, that's enough of that."
I don't think that can happen.
No.
There's a lot of Americans like that. I've met Americans who are like, "Oh, I was like in Ireland for 5 days, and my dog is part Irish, so therefore I'm part Irish."
Yeah. That's it. But to say you're related to a fictional character, I was like, nah, that's going to be too stupid. So I turned off at that point. But the UK one,
what fictional character, Danny, would you like to be related to?
Which fictional character would I like to be related to? Oh, I would like to be related to. I don't know. Come back to me.
I'm going to say Bruce Wayne, just because we've got Batman, and because Uncle Bruce, you'd be good for a couple of quid.
Yeah.
I was going a different way. Elmer Fudd.
Oh, why? Why Elmer Fudd?
Because he could come onto the house. I don't know why.
That doesn't sound like Elmer Fudd, mate.
Sorry, Adam Neeson, master impersonator. So hold on, let's do a quick scene. Come in, Uncle Elmer. How Adam? Keep it in.
It's not going out. This Halloween special, we've had enough frights already.
I think I would like to be related. I think I'd like to be related to Yoda. I think he'd give me sage wisdoms when I needed it.
Think it'd be good, around Christmas time. Maybe Yoda doesn't celebrate Christmas.
I don't think.
Earth Day?
I think he'd be the
or not Earth Day. What is it? Force Day?
Life Day.
Life Day.
Hold on.
Yeah, Life Day. Well,
Let's go to boys high five.
Yeah, hold on. Yep. By the way, check out Outer Rim Rambling now. But yeah,
next week with Elmer Fudd in space.
You hunt those wabbits.
You pesky wappata.
Yeah, no, I don't think Yoda would be the kind of uncle to give gifts. His wisdom is gift enough.
Fuck that then.
He'd be in bed by 6.
Why?
Yoda's always away to bed.
He does like tucking himself up in his blanket. Doesn't he?
When he's old, but not when he was in the younger days. He's hopping around the place, taking on Christopher Lee.
But do you not remember? Those are all daytime scenes.
All right.
Once he was done with that fight, he was like, I'm out of
bed.
Yeah.
We're all we can all feel like that. Okay. So
I must fill.
maybe if we're going Star Wars and if we're venturing into that territory and Outer Rim rambling territory, maybe I'd want to be related to Admiral Akbar.
Why?
Just because every time he'd be like, it's a trap!
Walk into your bedroom.
It's a trap!
Oh, dear.
Or maybe Uncle Ben?
Oh, no, because you're doomed to see him die. Like.
Yeah, but he's good for rice, though.
He's always giving it rice, isn't he?
Yeah. Okay. If you don't like these jokes, kind of probably skip to the end. But yes, we are talking about Halloween scary things. We have no real plot for this, no real set outline. I just thought we'd generally talk about what are the movies, TV shows. I think we've maybe done something similar to this before, but what are the movies, etc., that have really terrified you? I know I've put it out on social media. I don't know if anyone has responded because I was quite lazy and late to that front when we were doing that. But I'm going to segregate these into two categories because I'm going to go, what are the things that terrified you when you were younger? And then what's the stuff as an adult? Well, supposed adults, 3 of us here in the room. What's the things that terrified? Like most recent, I guess it's another way of putting it. Like more recently, what's been something that has terrified you? Adam, what are you going to lead the way with? I think. What do you think? Will we start with recent or will we start with?
Start with the past.
Yeah.
I used to be shit scared of an advertisement on the television that was for schnapps.
The Shutter Man?
The Shutter Man.
Oh, Jesus. He was a thing of... Do you not remember?
What's the Shutter Man? No.
Beware the Shutter Man, my child, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't remember the Shutter Man.
We'll have to put this up on the social media.
It was very much like German expressionism, telling like a wee nighttime horror story. But obviously, me being 6, I wasn't like German expressionism.
Do you know who the guy looks? Do you know who the Shutter Man looked like though? He looked very much like, to me, I know R.I.P., a true legend, Robbie Rotten from Lazy Town.
He did.
He did.
He looked like a mix between that and, do you ever see the Shadow Man from the Auntie Donna sketch? Where he's like, the light.
Yeah.
The light. It burns. It looked like a mix between those two. Here, speaking of, was walking through town the other day.
Walking? All right, Elmer.
Ow! It's me, Elmer Fudd. And got off the glider I'm a man of the people.
Yeah.
And seen a big tall man and thought, fuck, that looks like your man from Auntie Donna.
It wasn't Frank Grillo then.
I seen a small child and I went, fuck, you were good in Peacemaker. Mon on, Frank. And I was like, surely that's not your man from Auntie Donna, so just let him pass on by. And then I went and seen The Strangers Part 2 with the lovely, beautiful arse expert. I got to see the arse expert in action.
All right.
Strangers Part 2, your woman, whoever the main girl is called, I fancy her but I can never pronounce her name. She gets up from the bed, she's only wearing a pair of trunks, turns her cheeks towards the camera, quietly, but enough for me to hear. Joe goes, lovely.
I thought you were going to say stunner.
But then
I would like to thought he'd maybe give it a rating out of 10.
the cheeks,
Yeah.
oh, it was here. It was,
Like just hear him silently amongst the cinema crowd. 7.
I'll tell you what, Jim, I was given a standing ovation.
Hey, yo.
But yeah, found out on Instagram the next day that it was the Auntie Donna guy, and he was in the Titanic building, a building that I have maybe something to do with, and was very upset.
Think he was looking for Adam Neeson, who may or may not be there at times.
He could have been. He could have been like, hold on, I'll do the Australian accent.
Oh fuck!
Is Adam Neeson here?
It's sticking it. It's staying in.
You're
Adam.
that one down, aren't you?
Yeah,
It's
I
staying
don't,
in.
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't.
Aye, so the Judder Man from the advert. I was scared of him. I was also scared of the Baldy Man. Do you know from the old cigar advertisements? It was
Hamleys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Remember he combed his hair?
Oh, Ross Abbott.
No, it wasn't Ross Abbott. It was Rob C. Nesbitt.
Oh yeah.
I was scared of him as a kid. That's just
Why?
I don't know. I just cried when he came on the TV. Scared me.
Did he give you Uncle Bad Touch energy?
Is that what they call Elmer Fudd these days? He touched me right in the Fudd, which is the fat area. It's people call it a fupa, but I call it a Fudd,
My Fud.
Yeah.
which is fat, overly developed dick.
Baby, my Fud is that?
Jim, this podcast went off the rails.
I love the thought of what your sexy talk would be like if this is just you fucking about. I love to hear Adam Neeson in full on, like with Heidi, full on cap and sleeves.
Well, her being English,
Come over here and fud my fud.
her being English, whenever we first started going out, I was like, take your fucking knickers off, and she was like, ew. I beg your pardon. Sorry,
Don't threaten me.
Please.
your pantaloons.
But you've got to say please. That would be why.
Jim, I was in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was already stalkers.
Yeah.
See, all right, Jim. See when you're about to make love to your woman,
Yep.
right, to your lovely wife.
I'm gonna make love to your woman.
What stages do you take your clothes off?
Pretty early on, but the key question is now when you say stalkers, is it socks on or socks off?
Socks off, you dirty beast.
Socks on? Who? Nah. That's
Some
not right. Even
will-
going to bed with socks on is rotten. Don't be
Well,
on it.
I'm just saying sometimes in the height of passion. Like when you're kind of going, oh yeah, and you come home and
No, what you do is you
your
take
lovely
your socks
wife.
off.
I don't know, right? I don't know. We're all happily kind of in relationships. I don't know what your other halves are like, right? But are your other halves at the current in the phase of like all the internet is like reading like either fairy porn or pretty much just serial killer porn? So my lovely wife has discovered a series book called Lights Out, and it's basically just if the guy from Scream went round and bucked you. And yeah, sometimes she watches it or sometimes she reads it, and then you'll just be like, as soon as you come home, she'll be like,
Put on the ghost face mask.
Yeah.
Nah.
get it on now. What's your favourite scary movie? Don't speak, don't ruin it. I'm just saying, in the height of passion, when you come in that scenario, everything. Could you be arsed? Your wee socks.
You make time for slipping the socks off. Even if you have to do a sneaky, where you drag your foot to get the sock off.
Can I ask
and
a
then
question,
kick.
right? Is this just me, right? Why is it easy to take the first sock off with your other foot, but when you try to do the other one, it's a complete bastard.
You got to work your toes, man.
Yeah, you got to use the toes.
Work your toes out.
So you don't have that problem?
Get toe strength.
Peel it off.
Okay.
Oh, let me tell you this also. Do you not take your socks off in the heat of passion, right? Then put your fingers in between your toes, right? And and collect all the sniff, right?
Hate this.
And then get behind your missus and then just wipe on her nose and say, "This is what you've been missing all day."
Can I just say,
you've been running through my mind.
You know, just to give you an answer to that, no.
All right, Nami did it.
That's just Danny. That's just a Middlester thing.
No, we don't be playing with that sort of muck. Oh dear.
She's like, "I know you love salt and vinegar. get the wee name of them."
No, socks off at all times.
Okay.
You know what? That should be just like as soon as you get in the house, get in your comfies, kick off the socks, put your Crocs on.
Yeah.
No, I
Not
can't do
slippers.
Crocs.
Can't do Crocs.
No.
I used to be an anti-Crocs guy, but then I was gifted Crocs as a birthday present as a joke. Changed my life.
Comfy?
Oh, so good. So good. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not at that stage. I'm at the stage in my life now where, like yesterday, my lovely wife at the minute is not very well. She hasn't been well for the past week or so. And she came home last night. It's like, oh, God, something. And it's like, I couldn't wait to bring it home and show you. And she's like, what is it? It's like, and she's thinking, like, is it another movie-related T-shirt? It's like, no. Ghostbusters pajama bottoms.
Fucking right.
From Asda. Yeah. And she just looked at me and she
From
just
where,
went,
sorry?
From Asda. And that's how us posh ones, Malone Roads, like to say it's not Asda, it's Asda. It's like, Lidl. I've been to this wonderful shop, Lidl. And she just looked at me and went, like often when my lovely wife comments and things, she's like, how old are you? 43. She's like, yeah.
So what you're saying is to go with your Ghostbusters pajama bottoms.
Yeah.
You need her to gift you the Ghostbusters Crocs that have just come out as well.
Yeah.
Is this how you become a Croc?
I'm putting it out there if she wants. You know, it's my birthday in December, Christmas time. Possibly I could maybe see if I could rock those bad boys, but there's more terrifying things than the thought of me in Crocs. Danny, what are the things that terrified you?
Terrified me as a Wayne. I was terrified of the Gamork from the Neverending Story. You know, it gets to the end and Atreyu standing before the
big wolf,
the
isn't
wolf,
it?
yeah. So that's the Gamork, and see that like monologue, the monologue that the Gamork delivers before he like leaps at Atreyu. Terrified me because you only see his eyes and his teeth.
So
and he's snarling. And
so
all.
even the fact that the name of the horse has been out of my not Atreyu. What's the name of the horse?
Trigger.
Red Rum.
Silver. What was the horse? In the Swamp of Sadness. I know
Yes.
exactly what you're saying, but yeah. That's it. No, that scene's heartbreaking, but it's not really scary. It's just sad. The giant tortoise used to scare me a
Oh,
bit.
he's the thing in nightmares.
Yeah, and sneezing.
But
and
also,
all.
hey, just to bring it up, as I hold a bit of a half-eaten custard cream because I'm a bit wary of eating it because it's just ultimate crunchage. But Neverending Story is one of the first times I ever saw Diddy's on screen. The big statues.
Oh yeah.
Mate.
The Sphinx statues.
It was like Charlotte Church. It's like
I've got the strangest boner right now.
I remember. I don't know why or how. My father, God rest him, got me a copy of the Neverending Story, and I remember we watched it and we got to that point and it was like he was fine. Everything else, he's like, maybe just and fast forwarded that a little bit.
Maybe that's what titillated you is the fact they had such a reaction. And then you were like, "What's the issue?"
Yeah,
And it
but
was
that
Stone
that
Diddy's.
is the wolf, and that is a thing of
Scary.
oh.
Yeah, Gamork jumping out at you. And all,
Well,
and, ooh.
I don't know. I don't know if this would count as scary. Probably more in the same kind of like Horstein Neverending Story Part 2. I remember properly, and I mean having a full-on like emotional breakdown. God knows how old I was, maybe like 33, 35, watching it for the first time. And have both of you seen Neverending Story Part 2? It's the one people hate, but I fucking loved that film when I was younger. And the whole point is that there's the sorceress, and every time Atreyu uses, isn't it Atreyu? Or is Atreyu the fictional character in the book?
Wee boy.
Yes.
Fictional wee boy, yeah.
Who's Sebastian?
Sebastian,
Oh,
yeah.
Sebastian! I'm gonna go and watch Neverending Story. Don't worry about Part 3; it's not that good. But in that, every time he uses a wish, he loses a memory to the point where near the end of the film, he loses the memory of his mum. and I properly got, like, I had a full-on breakdown watching that at home and had to go, Mum, I don't want to ever forget you. I've said this happens to me all the time because, like, I mean, I've said this before in this podcast. There was an episode of Lassie where, like, the farmer was going to go out and he was like, shh, gonna go get that dog. And again, and God bless my mum, because our house, it's like designed like a Lego house. It's like so when you're going, if you're watching something in the living room, you've got to go through like this wee dining room, but there's all this weird, but this guy built this house himself, and it's like you go up the stairs and then you have to go to the kitchen. My mum always used to talk about if I was watching something upset, she'd just hear me. Like, it's like the crying, just because she's like, what's wrong? At the start, if she's like, oh, Jesus, run around. It's like, oh, fuck, what's wrong with him now? Lassie's gonna shoot the dog. And this is why I say parenting done right. My mum was like, come on. Instead of, like, making a big thing, let's go back round and we'll just sit and watch it together. I guarantee you, Mum, not going to kill Lassie.
And then it's the one episode a day. Season finale.
But, yeah, I mean, Newsman Jim, fucking Jim, picking up random stories that I'll always bring up. I repeat ad nauseum. I am the person who properly, I mean, it's my mum still talks about, and I've talked about it in the pub before, had to be removed from the cinema when we went to see Ghostbusters 2.
Because he did a poo.
That sequence with Vigo the Carpathian, when the lightning comes out, properly, like, to the point where I was that kid, was maybe about 21, went to see it with all my Ghostbusters toys, had Ecto-1, had all the boys in the car, Slimer there too. Don't know if I brought Stay Puffed. Don't know, because, well, the fact is I still have Stay Puffed on this story that will be explained. That sequence happened, and, like, so if we've all seen Ghostbusters too, so just like, bring me a child so I might live again. A child, and then the lightning comes out, and you're like, fucking hell, and then you think it's all over, and, like, I was scared, and then it happens again because Zal Vigo's a bastard, does the lightning twice. Shit my pants, properly, like, wailing the cinema down in Oma. There was a guy behind us, did the kind of quiet, went up, got out of his seat, came back down, and I was still crying because you've got, right after that, you've got isn't it the Scoleri brothers in the courtroom? And I kind of calmed down a bit, and then, but you're still on edge. I'm only a child, and that happened, and I was like, still, and the usher came down and was like, sorry, we're going to have to ask you to leave. I was that upset. Mum didn't notice. Left Ecto-1 and the 4 boys in the cinema. Got home, and I was like, I was already upset, and Mum was like, where's Ecto-1? Where's the Ghostbusters? Next day, Mum went back, and like, some fucker had taken it. I'd taken it, sorry. But yeah, genuinely, and when I rewatch that film, you always kind of go, I got scared by this. Like, there's other bits in Ghostbusters who I think are scary. Like the bit, the bit when they're going through the subway? Like, thank fuck I didn't get to that bit in the scene, and to see all the heads on the spikes.
You genuinely would have shit.
Probably would have, yeah.
And by the way, if you haven't seen Ghostbusters 2,
that's right. Fright Club NI are screening Ghostbusters 2 on Thursday, the 30th of October at the Braid Arts Centre, Ballymena.
I do love Ghostbusters 2, and I do love Fright Club. You should be showing it New Year's Eve. It's the ultimate New Year's Eve movie.
Yeah, if we could, you know what? If the Braid would allow us to screen movies on New Year's Eve, we'd either do that or we'd do Gremlins 2. I know Gremlins 2 isn't a New Year's Eve movie, but it always feels like that. Gremlins 1's a Christmas movie. Gremlins 2's a New Year's Eve movie. You know when they're all singing New York, New York? Like, that's basically their.
Is that what you do in your household?
Yeah, we just sing New York, New York instead of Auld Lang Syne. Yeah. But yeah, it just feels more New Year's-y. And just at midnight.
For no real reason. Other than I've never thought of it as a New Year's Eve movie until now. And do you know what, Danny?
Can you dig it?
Still don't.
Nah,
Adam,
come on.
Do you think of it as a New Year's Eve movie?
well,
No.
you said Gremlins 2, and I immediately just got the horn, so I sort of just blanked it out for a second.
Greta.
Actually, talking of things that terrified me, the spider in Gremlins 2. Oh,
yeah.
That's a thing of nightmares. Properly a thing of nightmares.
Also, in Gremlins 1, when he feeds it to Snickers, whenever Billy brings it to the scientist guy, and then he, like, the scientist guy's like, do you want a bit of the Snickers? and then like it bites his finger.
Yeah, and then it goes yum yum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I remember when I watched it. It was on Channel 5, and it goes to an advertisement after that. So it was like yum yum, and then silence. And then it was like,
Please tell me it was a Snickers advert.
for whatever, sponsored by McLean's Chips or whatever it is, right? Because it would go to the silent ident of Channel 5. So I just had to sit there in my own fright. This is all I heard was,
Shit.
Mommy, I don't want no more Snickers.
Never want a Snickers. Well, it would probably then it would be marathon bars.
Not that far back.
All right,
Only
okay.
a wee boy. Actually, Gremlins 1, it was the eggs scared me. I hadn't seen Alien or Aliens yet. And the Gremlins before, when they're pupa eggs, and those slimy wee eggs are all over Billy's room, that used to freak me out as a wee infant.
Because I don't know, I was a weird wee cub, like stuff. So I was gonna say like the cinema, like because it's so loud and big. I think if I watched Ghostbusters 2 at home, I'd have been fine. Genuinely, I think I'd have been fine. But the fact it was in the cinema, it was loud, big screen. Because I always remember like talking actually of Gremlins 2, wanting to go see it in the cinema, and Jim McLean had a full-on tantrum in the cinema. I was like 26, and I wanted to go see Gremlins 2, and my mum remembered well what happened when we went to see Ghostbusters 2.
You can't handle sequels.
You can't handle that. So she was like, we're not going to go see Gremlins 2, we're going to go see Back to the Future Part 3. You like Back to the Future, we'll go see that. And I was like, I don't want to see it. Love that film. Love that film completely. But at the time, I was like, I want to go see Gremlins 2, and had a full-on tantrum. My mum, I'm surprised, actually, I didn't get, we didn't go, if you don't want to see that, we'll just go on home. Because my mum has done that before.
Well, your mum famously hates Hulk Hogan as well, so
Yeah.
she probably got word.
Yeah, heard of it.
Was Hulk Hogan, it was Hulk Hogan was in the cinema and John Wayne was in the home release.
Yeah.
Because I remember that was weird when that was, because I think it was when you watched it on rental, the good old days of Extravision, it was John Wayne. Then I remember watching, I think it was on TV one night, and it's like, oh, here's everyone's favourite racist, John Wayne, coming on. And it's like, no, it's Hulk Hogan. What you gonna do?
Everybody's second favourite racist.
R.I.P. But, yeah, that was weird. Yeah, Gremlins 2 is up there. And actually, I think it was because it was in the trailer. It never terrified. You know the bit where like they're taking the piss out of the rules, and then the gremlin comes out of the computer screen. And the electric gremlin never scared me. The gargoyle one did. I was a bit EBGB'd by
You were
that.
like, no, not Dick Miller.
Leave Dick alone. But people always talk about, like the old kind of like Sinbad movies and stuff. They never kind of.
With the skeletons.
Was it the stop motion?
Yeah.
A lot of people are scared of stop motion. I don't get
They
that. A lot of stop motion
they
is
never
good, yeah.
terrified me. Like it's
Movie
like when you.
magic.
It's like when you watch like the first Evil Dead. Evil Dead. Well, I was old enough by the time, because Evil Dead had that kind of like, oh, banned. We shouldn't be able to watch it. And then suddenly that video, like I was old enough and the video nasty list was there, but it was kind of like, it was a past tense thing. It was like, so you were just kind of looking for reference. Oh, these films were on the video nasty list. It wasn't a case of like you had to go and do this or do that. Or when you watch like films like Censor, go into Extravision, go, what have you got underneath the counter? What have you got? Have you got the good stuff? It was just go, oh, that's been on that. That's Driller Killer XYZ. Evil Dead, and I suppose even like The Exorcist. And The Exorcist I don't think was banned, but it was just that sense of like being able to see that. When you watch it when you're younger, you're like, this is what the Hullabaloo was about. No, I mean, I love all those films now, but it's like at the time you watch it when you're probably too young, you're like, this is what terrified people. Did they not see Gremlins 2? Did they not see Ghostbusters 2? Or Saturn 9? Isn't it Saturn 9? Is it that? Oh, what's the one? Harvey Keitel, Kirk Douglas. Is it Saturn 9? I'm going to say it's Saturn 9. It's like a really campy horror film, and there's a robot in that movie, and I am not joking. I watched it. It was one of those things with like a delayed reaction. I watched it and it creeped me out. It's like films like Demon Seed, same kind of way. It stayed with me. But it was like when you had dreams. I remember I had dreams for years of like be there and this robot was just chasing me, or it would rip its head open and rip its head off, or rip someone's head off and it would be underneath. Watch that film now. Shite. It's schlocky. It's terrible. It looks like it was made about 20 years before Star Wars, and I think it was made about 10 years after the first one, A New Hope.
I think, because we're a bit younger than you, Jim, but like whenever 28 Days Later came out, I think the sort of realism of that film, like being on camcorders and stuff, I remember having nightmares of fast zombies after that. I don't even think I'd seen the film. I think I'd just seen like maybe the trailer on the TV or something. But in my head, I was like, that's the scariest movie I've ever been. Actually, the start of it where the monkeys are like screaming is very full on.
Yeah.
Scary ape stuff. Apes are...
Talking of that, Signs, you know that one sequence in Signs where you're like watching the footage and isn't it Joaquin Phoenix and his face is right up the screen,
Fabulous.
and then you just kind of see the alien creature walking past. That was when good old M. Night Shyamalan could do no wrong.
Come on now.
My brother still to this day is terrified by that scene with the TV. Like my mum had, I remember going to the cinema to see it, and it was just me, my mum, and my brother, and we were definitely too young to be going to it. But anyway, and then one other dude in the screen, which probably made it even more unsettling. But for like weeks after, the whole light had to be left on for Matt because he was just shit scared the aliens were coming.
Me and my dad went and seen The Happening, not knowing what happened in The Happening, but the trailer for The Happening is scary because it's like people like fucking throw themselves off roofs and stuff.
Hey Adam, I'm talking to a plant.
Talking to a plant.
I'm still talking to a plant.
I remember
there's no one else in the room. Why am I talking to a plant? It's me, Mark Wahlberg.
Me and my dad went and seen it, and it was either go see that or Ed Norton's The Incredible Hulk. And we were like, we'll go for The Happening. Bit scary. Me and my dad used to go to the cinema every week, and I remember stood outside The Odyssey, and my dad just turned to me and he was like, the bad guy was the fucking wind? And my dad's easily pleased, but he was just like, what? And then I was like, we'll go see The Incredible Hulk next week. And you know what, Jim? He loved it.
It's a good show.
It is a good show.
It is a good show. It stands test time.
He's like, see, I love Taylor. Lips. I hope she comes back in a Captain America movie in 20 years' time. I'd love to tell my dad that all those characters from that movie come back for him to turn and go, what?
I haven't seen that film.
Who's this? Is this The Green Mile? The only movie I ever watch?
Shawshank Redemption, surely.
My dad watches The Green Mile, Saving Private Ryan, and Shawshank Redemption on...
And Debbie Does Dallas.
Well, Debbie Does Dallas, of course. How else would he get to sleep at night? But those movies he watches on loop.
Or Danny Blue. What do you call the girl? What do you call the one recently?
Danny Blue.
As if fucking Jim doesn't know.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What's it? Is it
what do you call her?
Brian Blue?
Your dad likes her.
I don't think I've ever had a conversation with my dad about like porn or porn stars, but I would. No, do you know what my dad loved back in the day? Do you remember whenever calendars used to be a wee bit naughty?
Yeah.
My dad always used to get either the Kylie Minogue calendar.
Is that the one which had a wee bum out over the tennis court?
Yeah. Or Hollyoaks Babes.
I really thought, this is me, this makes me feel like that's predates me because I'm kind of going, it'd be maybe going for a bit of Sam Fox, but no.
No. Well, sure, I told you the Sam Fox story before, didn't I, on this podcast?
I think you did.
No. Well, sure, here's fucking one of the Adam classics. Interviewed Sam Fox on the red carpet, and doing red carpet, celebrities sort of walk. Once they're finished, they walk to the next person, and then they walk to the next person to get interviewed. Was interviewing Sam Fox, obviously gorgeous big booby lady, rest in peace, and I think he's dead. And when it
If she's not, someone better tell her.
yeah, when the interview ended, she like winked at me and said, "Stay Foxy," as like I'm moving on to the next person. But then the next person didn't move on, so she just had to stand there awkwardly staring at me.
While you were doing it.
Yeah. Just, stay Fox. Oh.
At this point, Adam got his pants severing off. He was trying to get the socks off.
Mon, smell these fingies. Stay salty. And then I got Eamon home shouted at because he was like, "Do you ever see people that aren't white?" No, he was like, "I'm telling this young man what I had for my breakfast." And the girl was like, "You need to get into the Europa. You're presenting an award." And he's like, "This fella asked me what I had for my breakfast."
And you're like, no, it didn't. Who the fuck are you?
Beans, Branston, bacon. Damn it.
64 beans.
I got the beans with the wee sausages. I don't know why Eamon Holmes talks like that. Doesn't talk like that whatsoever.
No.
But yeah, he got shouted up as publicist because he was too busy talking to me about his wee fucking
Good lad.
fry
Back,
up.
see, Eamon, man of the people.
Wow,
Yeah, you know.
if
Yeah.
people are white.
Yeah. Well, we'll not talk too much more about that. Yeah. So other things that scared you. You've mostly mentioned like adverts.
Yeah, like because it was Jim a Butterflick's classic DOE ads.
Oh.
Always terrifying.
Do you know what? Not even just to cut across your own story. Not even DOE ads. Remember the days of the old Troubles ads?
Yeah.
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. When you dare to come a number, don't know. I don't know the words, but yeah, they used to freak me out.
Those, I think, stuff like that scares me more because it was on. Like, imagine being in the house. I fucking hated this. Being in the house or being in my granny's on a Saturday night watching a film, right? Say it's like Braveheart, and my granda's like, let them watch the boobs, right? And then like every fucking 20 minutes was the most terrifying ads, and I was like, fuck, I can't handle this. And it would always be the body, funk, the funky.
Samantha Mumba.
He's about to hit his girlfriend harder than he ever has before. There was a fellow who had a seatbelt and did the damage.
It's the one with the car rolling through the fence over the
Oh,
pile of kids.
fuck.
And you're just like, Jesus Christ. And then the I can't
Yeah.
take my eyes off. And you're like, no!
He loved that bike.
What I love is like any is like show those ads to people that aren't from
Oh,
here,
yeah, all
and
the
they're
time.
fucking just like ours is like it's an ad and there's a wee deer,
Aye.
and they hit the deer and it keeps hitting the deer and that's it. It's like, what was your ads like? It's like, let me just get the ad.
It's like us, New Zealand, and Canada all have terrifying PSA advertisements.
Do they have? I didn't know the New Zealand Canada also.
I'll send you some.
Check that out.
when Danny gets home.
Whereas the American ones are all like, have you fallen? A free pocket pen for inquiring. Where it's like fucking
Hawkinson?
a woman looking into the sun, and it's just the lines of, do not take this if you have heart disease, back problems, diarrhea. Like, just for endless. They don't get the fun dead kids.
They don't. What about the ones, the animated ones? So obviously, boys and girls come out to play. That wasn't really scary, but the one with the
I
fireworks.
hate those wee
Oh, aye.
I
fuckers.
don't like him. Daughter has a hurley pattern. He scares me. No, remember they did one, and it wasn't the boys and girls coming to play, but it was a similar like animation style.
It was
It
the
was the
boys.
fireworks, and it's not such a big man now, am I? And his wee hands like mangled. Yeah.
Or your
He
mom.
became a Bond villain.
Do you remember the barman, where the barman played all the characters?
No.
Like the camera was coming in towards him, and he's like, "Go on, 1 pint, it won't hurt until you walking home. Are you taking the car?" That was good shit. Again, we put this out. How many years have we been doing this podcast, Jim?
Yep.
DOE.
Yep.
Let us make your adverts again for you.
You
make
do
this.
them on the cheap.
I do them for free, Jim.
Yep.
You know me. I work for sandwiches.
That's true.
A Subway and I'm in.
Maybe Burger King.
Maybe here, Burger King's new Wagyu burger. Haven't tried it, but I'm in.
Is that Gordon Ramsay?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
Yeah.
Big Gordon's special sauce.
Here,
Oh, Jesus.
Well, apparently it's sauceless.
sauceless.
Or no, sorry, cheeseless.
Huh?
Or something. There's something that's not in it.
If
Burger.
I ask for
No
cheese,
burger.
There's just no
No,
meat.
no, mate. It's actually just a
salad.
cardboard box. That's it.
Yeah, with Gordon, you open it up and he
There's
just
a wee
goes in
photo of
and eats a
Gordon.
sandwich. Yeah.
Local plug for a delicious sandwich place, Hero on York Street.
Right.
Do a delicious. I got a sandwich in there the other day.
Do you want to get a sponsorship for this podcast?
I would love, because it was a chicken cutlet.
Adam would just roll in after like a week.
A chicken cutlet,
What's
right?
chicken cutlet?
Like a big piece of chicken. Like
Why
a
didn't you
chicken
just
breast?
say, why
Yeah,
didn't
no,
you
why
not?
did you just-
like a but flattened.
But Adam, why did you not just say that big piece of chicken instead of wee
like
chicken
that
cutlet?
chicken
Why are you
cutlet.
trying to be better than what you are?
Because this is exactly what it said on the description.
All right, okay.
Yeah, chef.
Yes, chief. Chicken cutlet, spicy dragon sauce.
What does that mean?
It's sauce. It's spicy.
Dragons aren't real.
Rawr.
Dragons aren't real.
But the sauce is. Mozzarella dippers.
Nah, you've lost me. You've lost me.
But are they crispy mozzarella dippers?
Yeah.
Nah,
But in
I've
the
lost-
sandwich?
Yeah.
Nah, I lost me.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bread buttered with garlic butter. And then a wee bit of lettuce and a wee bit of purple
Stuff.
Purple stuff.
Were
Beetroot?
the-
No, like a crunchy.
Slaw.
Yeah.
Were the mozzarella dippers cooked to the point where the mozzarella's like oozing out of the dipper?
Yes,
And it's
sir.
molten
Okay,
la-
that's what you want.
and it's molten lava.
Yeah. And here's what happened. You get a big 12-inch, how your father, and I had the first half, filled to the brim, Danny, but I wasn't for giving up for a few hours. Put it in the fridge, put it in the air fryer, Jim, for 5 minutes later on that afternoon. 2 meals in one sandwich.
No,
I
more
was just
importantly-
picturing in my head, you know that episode of The Simpsons when Homer has to
Grey
make-
sandwich.
My sandwich. Price point. What are we talking?
I would say 12 quid, but realistically, that's what
Pound an inch?
That's what you're.
Well. If you're lucky.
Me and Jim weren't even looking at each other when we did that. You're like that's what you're paying for your average booze.
Aye, or even Subway now's a deer hole, so...
Here, Subway do spuds.
Huh?
Subways do fucking big baked potatoes now.
Right?
Now,
Like a spud you like, tipped in?
I don't know because I haven't tried them, so it's a spud. I don't know. But like, what toppings are you getting on a spud that realistic? Because Subway is a bit mediocre when it comes to toppings. You're either getting meatballs, tuna, chicken, or ham.
What was the
Steak and
place? What was
cheese.
it? Was it Quiznos? What was the place you used to be in Belfast? There was one at the Queen's Union. There was one, I think, on near Botanic.
I think it was called Quiznos.
Quiznos. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it was sort of down by where your woman was like, "Come on, make a kebab."
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because then they had the whole spud you like sort of craze.
Remember Spuds?
Yeah, spuds was good. And then the market broke when the guy was like, "I'm making a crisp sandwich shop."
I did like the crisp sandwich, but I was like, I never at any point was like, I think I should go to a cafe to have a crisp sandwich.
Yeah, you just go to the shop.
I can make this. at
You buy a
home.
packet of crisps and fucking a round of bread, and it's
Your
less
granny
than
takes you to the Sainsbury's cafe and you make it yourself?
fucking right. Here, this is way off topic. Sainsbury's donuts, jam-filled donuts.
It was the Yum Yums, Sainsbury's Yum Yums back in the day.
I
See,
remember.
the only thing is, well, donuts aren't the same anymore because they used the shitty jam.
Well, see, this is it. They went from strawberry to raspberry. Because I remember when Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World, came out, and they were dinosaur-shaped feet
Oh wow!
with strawberry jam on them. And what was that, 97? 8?
Have you seen what Marks and Spencer is bringing out for now? This is going off topic now. Have you seen what Marksy's other retailers are of course available? If Marksy's want to sponsor us, fuck it, hell yeah! Just send us all that pistachio cream stuff. Oh, amazing.
Come.
But no, I don't know what yours looks like,
why I
but
do
they're
after the
doing it's a peanut. I don't quite know how it works. It's a peanut butter, like it looks like peanut butter, but it's got the jam actually pre-mixed into it.
Oh, PB&J
Yeah.
premix.
Yeah, but I'm hoping it's not like
a
the American ones that
Like
would
a
be.
Schmuckers.
Yeah, but I'm hoping it's good jam because this is the thing I hate donuts now because you get a jam donut, you go, oh right, okay, can't lick your fingers or can't lick your lips, let all the sugar go on your lips, blah 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 blah. You bite into it and it's like this kind of like liquid. It's not like a jam that just sits there staring at you, going,
A load like a Lidl jam donut. You don't get much jam, but they're still good donuts.
Little bakery section in general is just top tier. But what about
Apple
the
turnover?
underrated-
apple turnover.
I'm not a stewed apple. I'm not an apple pastry kind of guy.
Does it make your tum go fun?
Pasta de nata, just to be foreign.
No.
Beg your pardon?
But custard donuts. Anyone custard donut?
Nah.
I prefer a custard donut
Nah,
to
man.
a jam donut.
Heat
Get
it
out.
up.
Nah,
Custard anything, to be fair.
I do like custard, but not my donut.
Not in your donut?
Not my donut.
Oh no, Co-op used to do banging custard donuts.
Nah,
Jim,
not,
the Marksy's custard ones, smashing.
not for me. Not for me.
Hello, have you tried them?
I'll give it. We'll do a taste test
Next
the
week's podcast, custard
Next
donuts.
pod, when we're in the
Fucking
middle of promoting the Belfast Film Festival, we'll be like, we love this.
Lovely, yeah.
But yeah, horror films that scared us. I'll give you one, and then we'll move on. I think we'll move on to more recent stuff and wrap up the pod because this is a shambles
talking
of a
about?
Halloween
What are you talking about,
special.
man? Spooky.
It's all treats that you get. Trick or treat, am I right?
Yeah, it's is there tricks or is there treats?
Bit of both.
Bit of both. I remember being terrified when I was younger. Again, like Nightmare on Elm Street, and it's not like the scene with Johnny Depp Freddy coming out of the bed or the girl getting dragged up onto the roof. The bit that terrified me the most, when you look at it now, it's shit. like properly give me the heebie-jeebies pretty early on. The girl's having the dream, and it's Freddy, and both claws are down the and you look at it now and it goes, that looks terrible. That looks shit. But yeah, it terrified me. But it's weird. Like horror films I love now, like Halloween. Halloween never terrified me when I was younger. It kind of scares me more now as an adult. This idea, like depending what various universe or timeline you want to live in. With Michael, it's the fact that he just kind of latches on to someone and just is like, right, I'm going to kill you. But that never like freaked me out. It's like, oh, he's dressed up as a wee clown. He's a gag. But weird things like that just leave visual imprints on me when I was younger.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of stuff like that. Like, I don't know where I talked about it before, but there was a MTV, whenever they were moving from music to TV shows, like with Pimp Your Ride and stuff.
Actually, on that note, have you heard the news? MTV, they're going to be getting rid of their music channels here.
Did that happen 14 years ago?
No.
What?
What? What will be called? Just TV then?
I think it's just going to be MTV, but it's going to be like their reality shows. They're not going to be the channels that just show music videos. Yeah. Going to be getting rid of them.
Boo. But they, for some reason, were like, we're going to show old movies. So they had like advertisements for like Beetlejuice and Nightmare on Elm Street was one of them. And they showed a clip from a Nightmare on Elm Street film that must have been a deleted scene, because it's like Freddy just appearing at the end of a bed. But like it's like a shitty flashing special effect where he's really small and then he gets really big. I've never seen it in any other thing, but having not seen the movie and just seeing that as Freddy. Also, whenever Forbidden Planet was in the back of Castle Court, whenever you walked in and looked to the left before you went upstairs, they had a cutout of Freddy Krueger, and I was always like, ah! Fuck!
I wonder, was it from Freddy's Nightmares, the TV series?
Yeah.
It must have been.
Maybe, yeah.
Which is now on Tubi, and I will be exploring.
They're not great.
No.
They're not great. There's a charm to it because it's Robert Englund. That's it, and he's having a ball. But nah, they're not great. Those are stuff from kids. I'm sure there's like glaring omissions. Like we haven't even fucking mentioned, and I can hear people shouting at the podcast if they're on the glide or whatever it is. Go, why the fuck you didn't mention Return to Oz? The Wheelers.
Never seen that.
Oh mate, Thing of Nightmares.
I mean, I've seen the clips and I've seen the Wheelers and stuff, but I didn't grow up with it, so I don't.
Thing of Nightmares, and then you've also got the villain is like someone who can change her head, and she has all the heads in the cup. Oh, Jesus!
What about the rhinos in
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective?
James and Jan Peach. Yeah, the cloud rhinos. Oh, it's terrifying. Yeah. What about the witches from The Witches? And Roald Dahl, really, actually. Very creepy back in the day.
James, because I think I was too old by that point. I was a supposed adult by that point, and I just liked it because that is I have vivid memory of my mum reading me that story when I was younger. By the time it came out, I was fine. The Witches did creep me out.
Yeah.
Also, all of the bugs on James and the Jam Peach, straight on the Hear Me Out kick.
Sexy spider what? But also, just talking about Roald Dahl
didn't you have a
stuff.
French accent?
And
No.
Beret.
You should have.
Talking about Roald Dahl spooky stuff. There's no earthly way of knowing, the tunnel scene and the chicken get beheaded and all that mad shit.
Yeah, Gene Wilder. I think he scared a generation of kids so much that whenever they were like, "You should go back and watch Young Frankenstein," you're like, "Nah, get fucked." I'm watching him, weirdo.
What's Johnny Depp before that?
And he's done nothing wrong.
Yeah. Moving on. So yeah, those are stuff when we're kids. I'm sure there's glaring omissions, but we just don't have time for everything. And I know we'll come to some people's comments in a minute. More recently, though, like what's kind of the stuff that freaked me out? I was thinking of this when I thought of the idea. Like I remember watching, and I know it's not recent, God, and we'll not talk about what the director did, behind the camera and what he got up to, but Jeepers Creepers. I remember that film like properly freaked me out watching it in the cinema, and then the moment you realise it's a big gribbly, it's like, nah, I'm fine now. It's just a monster. Like when you've got the guy, it's like Jewel, you've got like the van and all this, he's following them and they go in the house and you're like, what the fuck is actually going on here? And then once it's like, oh, it's actually a big creature and it's gribbly, nah, I'm fine. Nah, that was the one I can remember, like, as an adult being. There's other ones, like stuff like The Witch, I guess, is kind of like got under my skin, and because that's what I want more now from a horror. It's not like, oh, The Conjuring, you know, kind of, as I always say, like the ghost train, like quack, quack, bang, and you kind of go, oh, fuck. I mean, there's a time and place for those films. I enjoy that ghost train, but they don't scare me. It's the stuff that I will think about, like Bring Her Back, I guess, would be the one recently. That sequence with the work. Have you seen Bring Her Back?
Oh, yeah, no.
You've seen it, haven't you? We talked about it in pod. There's a sequence in that with worktops involved, and you're just like, the thought of it gives me the proper EBGBs. Yeah.
I think one a lot of people talked about was the hair cutting scene in Weapons. I think that a lot of people have brought that up recently to be like, it's such a subtle thing of a woman getting her hair cut when she doesn't know she's getting her hair cut. But anybody I've talked to were like, see what that happened, I fucking near as shit.
I think for me, it's more, as you say, Jim, when something seems like it could be real, like, you're kind of like, oh, this Jeepers Creepers, you're like, this seems like a creepy kidnapping kind of film, and it's going to be quite real. And then the minute it turns to like, oh no, it's just a spooky, scary monster, you're like, oh no, it's fine, I'm safe again, because that's fictional. I think for me, one of the ones that I kind of watched recently and was like, oh, this is the world, and the world's a bad place and scary. Civil War was one that kind of made me a bit like, this. I mean, this is potentially on the horizon, and that scares me more than any spooky ghoulie ever will.
It doesn't scare, it just depresses me.
Yeah.
It's more, it's like, and I think I got the name of the film wrong when we were talking about it on the telly show, Good Old Professional, that Jim McLean is. The Long Walk, The Last Walk?
The Long Walk?
The Long Walk, I think I called it The Last Walk on the TV show. That, in a similar sense to that, like, I know it's a Stephen King short story. I wouldn't say it's not a horror, but there's definitely horrific elements to it. But that, I watched that, like we did a couple of weeks ago when we had your good self on, Danny. We were talking about Tron Ares, which still, have you got round to seeing it?
No,
you haven't bothered. Still haven't done your homework. But I watched The Long Walk straight after going in, and I just heard the news that Robert Redford had died, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I was on Downer, that film and I mean, literally, I came home, I didn't even get home, went straight to the studio, did the TV show, was in a blur, and just was like, and I just want to, I always say it's my go-to, I want to watch The Muppets. The Muppets is about the only thing that can bring me that film, just in that sense of like that real world post-apocalyptic kind of breakdown in society, and you're like, fuck, we're not that far from this. We're not that far from this at all. It's like even the Purge I'd bring on. Purge would be a bit of crack. You get to fuck about with masks and stuff. Yeah. And Frank Grillo will be there.
Oh.
Isn't he there? Isn't he in the Purge? Saving the day? He's like the Punisher, but not the Punisher.
He plays a wee Punisher.
Let me at him. What's that, mini-me?
The thing I find scary in movies is stuff that's uncontrollable. The thought that came to mind was Beau is Afraid. When the
big ginormous penis monster.
Yeah, the big penis, and I was like, no, when he goes to the house and the girl drinks the paint.
Yeah.
And it's like, imagine you were in that situation. You'd be like, what the fuck am I meant to do?
It depends on the hot to weird ratio.
Well, true. And then if the farmer from Inglourious Bastards is knocking on the window, oh no, not him.
I think another one that sort of scared, just on the Stephen King point, Gerald's Game.
Yeah.
Because that film is so tense because of the situation.
Have you been handcuffed to a bed many a time, Danny?
I don't know, one never tells.
Please take my socks off, please.
Please don't leave them on.
I know she gets her wee tootsie sucked by Lurch.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's the Lurch character, because it's so tense the whole way through, and then the Moon Man just appears at the end. It's like, what the fuck? Like, it's a wild one. And I think just anything Mike Flanagan's done, like his fucking horror is spectacular, and just fucking Midnight Mass and all too. Just powerful horror that just doesn't feel the need, as you say, Ghost Train.
Yeah.
It's
well, Midnight Mass. I mean, it's creepy and stuff, but Midnight Mass just broke my heart.
Yes.
And I mean, I remember watching, and it wasn't long after my dad had passed away, and there's it's literally twice in the same series. It's like they have the discussion about what happens when you die, and it's like someone's talking about it spiritually, another one's talking about it. Well, this is what I think. It's like the neurons, this XYZ. I remember getting really upset watching that. And then, without going into too much of a spoiler, my lovely wife had never seen an episode of it. She was coming from work, and I was just watching the last episode because it wasn't for her, and I can't remember why. I think because there was a pregnancy storyline in it, and it wasn't for her. And near the end, they like bring that reference up again, and I remember just like turning to my love, like didn't even say it, it's just like, oh no, and I mean properly had a, like, I would probably say breakdown. Just it broke my heart. But yeah, Mike Flanagan. Do you know what? Actually, I was thinking about this. What's the sequel he did?
Ouija?
Ouija 2. Waja. Get that Waja for it,
It
love.
wasn't the prequel. He did the origin.
Prequel. It was the sequel, but it was a prequel. But
Ouija
geez,
Origin.
such a better film than the first one.
Aye. He just knows how to. He knows how to tell a good story
Yeah.
and make it such. Again, not his most powerful piece, but far better than what had been put down before by the Wedges. Talking about Mike Flanagan, Life of Chuck. Did you get scared whenever Giuseppe Mark Hamill like throws him down from the like attic room? Yeah.
That was another thing that just broke my heart.
I think there was something in that scared me as well. Isn't there a bit when he opens the door into the attic?
Yeah.
And there's something that's spooky there.
It's whenever Mark Hamill looks into the attic and the way he reacts is
Yeah.
so like, oh fuck.
Because you don't see what he sees.
No.
Yeah. So that freaked me out. And I think actually even the opening of that, the like whole end of the world thing.
Yeah.
Again, the idea of the end of the world just fucking.
Because you're like thinking, when you watch it the first time, you're like, oh, this is like the Stand territory or something like that. But then when you realise it's like, oh, as like Jim McMorrow, friend of the pod, actually, I remember him text me because he just was like, I was asking him about something. He's like, oh, I'm just about to go see this. And he's like, let me know what you think afterwards. Like, Jim, I absolutely loved it. I've actually bought a ticket. I'm just going back to see it again.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Straight out. And I mean, I haven't done that long. The last time I did that was Whiplash. I can think of going to go see something. It's like, that's so good. I just want to go back and rewatch it.
Just on Life of Chuck and going back to a movie we watched for the TV show, Jacob's Ladder. Is Life of Chuck just a more heartwarming Jacob's Ladder in terms of the idea of like what's going on through your mind as you die?
And much more uplifting.
Yeah,
much
far
more
more
uplifting
than
and
Jacob's
less drugs.
Yeah, and demons.
Yes.
Yeah.
And demon dog. I mean, there's another thing. When I think I said this in the TV show, whether it made the cut or not. There's a party sequence with a demon like dog creature, properly like was a thing of nightmares for me when I was younger.
It's the subway person's weird veiny schlong tentacle.
Yeah.
That got me with that film. But yeah, spooky things.
Yeah,
Mhm.
spooky
See,
thing.
stuff like that just reminds me of Tim Robinson going, I thought I was gonna get eaten. Here, Tim Robinson, well as obvious, sort of scary. The Chair Company.
Is it good? Have you been watching?
First episode has come out as of this recording, and do you know the way like his humor sort of has an underlying darkness to it? There's a bit at the end of the first episode that is sort of realistically scary. That isn't like because like Friendship. Did you watch Friendship?
I haven't seen Friendship yet.
Did you see Friendship, Jim?
Doesn't ring a bell off the top of my head, but I might have seen
Tim
it.
Robinson and Paul Rudd came out in the summer.
No, I didn't. I intended to watch. That's the one that's like the really awkward one.
Yes.
Yeah. It was on my list and I haven't got around to watch it. Yeah.
There's moments in that where 2 degrees from what's happening could easily turn into a horror film, and I think the Chair Company is sort of that as well.
Talking about him doing things in scare houses, the episode of I Think You Should Leave where he's in the haunted house.
Big load of horse cum.
Do you think any of those little fuckers
Didn't want to ruin anybody's day. Just want to sing Big load of donkey dick.
classic?
Good stuff.
I love it.
Right. We are going to wrap up this pod because, we've talked for over an hour, and I would say about 15 minutes of that, maybe 20, has been horror. So we put this out on our social channels.
Can we shout out Christmas shows? Or not Christmas. My head's cooked. Can we shout out some Halloweeny shows before we go?
Yeah.
Can I recommend Over the Garden Wall to everybody for its autumnal season, and it's got lovely little like nods to horror and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, just I thought I'd throw that out there.
All right. Anyone add that?
There's a show on Channel 4. and I don't know what it's
Bake
called.
Off?
No, Jam.
Oh, is Jam not? Is not that the Chris Morris one where the guy can't stop orgasming the porn stars? That freaked me out.
Exactly. Chris Moore. It's a comedy sketch show, but realistically, it's more terrifying than it is funny.
Okay, is this Chris Morris of Brass Eye?
Yeah.
Yes.
This was post Brass Eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
When he was like, I'm allowed to do whatever I want on Channel 4, and then he made this show, and everybody went, you shouldn't
Men
make
got the.
anything.
Is it the gush?
The Gush.
The gush couldn't stop ejaculating. They died from ejaculation. Porn stars.
I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah.
And the Lizard Man. It's Mark Heap is in it. And he comes around to check the TV, and he's like, I'm the Lizard Man.
I haven't watched that in a long time. I funny went back and rewatched a couple of the old Brass Eyes.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking genius. Even like the paedophile one is kind of going like too far. It's like, this is the worst possible thing that could have happened. And if you get that reference, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And nonce, all that kind of stuff.
A paedophile has disguised himself as a school.
Have you got the good AIDS or the bad AIDS? And my personal favourite is always going to be gays can't swim, they muck about, they attract sharks. Chris Morris is an absolute genius. But talking to things that kind of creep you, I remember my mum getting very creeped out in the episode of Brass Eye where they did during the ad break, they did the fake kind of cut to the Channel 4 news. Yeah. And Noel Edmonds had killed Clive Anderson. My mum was like, we were in the caravan and my mum was watching it and she was like, what's going on? I was like, Mum, the lady reporter has a beard. I don't think it's real. But yeah. Halloween-y, kind of Halloween-ish.
You said that your mum used to hear you crying
Yeah.
in the house. Coming to her, I like to think it was the opposite way around. You'll never guess what Noel Edmonds did.
Come on, we'll sit and watch the episode, Mum. Yeah. Like TV show, like probably like X-Files, probably a few of them kind of like Tombs probably give me the ABGBs. But I don't think that was what you wanted from me.
I just thought I would throw it there.
Gruesome tales for grizzly kids.
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps. Goosebumps was scary.
Goosebumps. See, I think I was just too Goosebumps. I was watching kind of probably not ironically, but just kind of. I think I was just too old for Goosebumps. I think I was kind of that time. At the time it was a thing, I was like into the X-Files and Outer Limits and all that kind of stuff. I remember being a couple of episodes of the Outer Limits, being properly freaked out. There was like a guy had like it was like a creature or something in sand. I can't remember. It's because Outer Limits was like sold and basically it's like, oh, this is like the X-Files, but you know it's not Mulder and Scully. It's different stories. Some of them were good, some of them were shit. That's all I
Do
can
you know
say.
what scared me? Two things, and they're both the exact same thing. Treehouse of Horror and the start of the first episode of Gareth Marenghi's Dark Place. There's a Treehouse of Horror where Marge comes out and says in front of a red curtain, this might be too scary for young kids, so don't watch. And I turned it off because I was like, well, if Marge...
I'm a good boy.
I was like, if Marge says, then surely she knows. Same thing with the first episode of Gareth Marenghi, because I watched it.
Love that. I haven't watched that in a long time.
Because it was on like 11 o'clock
Yeah.
at night, and I was like, "What? I don't know what this is." And it's him at like the bottom of the stairs, being like, "This is so terrifying. You won't be able to understand." And I was like, "Fucking turn that off." No, and then years later, being like, "Oh, he was joking because they're all cauliflower men."
I didn't realize you were so compliant.
Isn't
It's
Gareth
just-
Marenghi's Dark Place? Isn't that the one? And like, there's like the Scottish bagpipers, and it's like somebody with shortbread, isn't it?
Yeah, with Matt Berry and
Yeah.
fucking Richard Iowati.
Such a brilliant show. I haven't
Good
watched
stuff.
that in a long, long time. Actually, and I remember, like, I don't know, we're going to wrap up. Spaced. The
Yeah,
zombie
Spaced.
episode,
Yeah.
it just like because it just caught me off guard. Remember sitting down to watch, she's like, "What the fuck? It's like, what? Who's a zombie? Why is he a zombie?" It's like, "Oh, okay, I see what they're doing now." Yeah, Spaced, just a delight.
Do you ever have a fever dream? I think I've mentioned this on a podcast before. When I have fever dreams, things will just repeat in my head all night. Like I can't shake them. Alan Partridge, when he would have flashbacks of him being fat, eating the curly whirlies on stage and dancing. I remember having the flu one day, and that kept playing in my head, and I couldn't watch Partridge for ages afterwards because I was like,
there's a song that always played.
crash bang wallop. I can't remember the song, but see the image of him with curly whirlies, it fucking sickens me.
Genius. Right. Okay. So we are going to wrap up. So we've got some comments here in the socials. Joseph Desmond has just roared out and shouted in full caps, "Barbarian!" Which, yeah, I get that. And I know we mentioned weapons earlier on. Jim McMorrow, I see what he was going with there. He went with the Taylor Swift movie. I was like, you're trying to be ironic, Jim. And just looking here very quickly, the lovely Joe McElroy had mentioned long legs. Long legs didn't creep me out.
No, but do you know what it is? Because long legs will often lead to a small arse, and that's what creeped Joe out. He was like, not worth it.
Not worth it, not for him.
No, to be fair though, that opening scene when he leaps down, that I think everybody in the screen now was that when in the cinema was like, oh!
Yeah, that's the first movie in a long while that I couldn't shake for days. I was like, oh, I'm just sickened.
Yeah,
it was good shit.
I loved it until the end. No, not when it ended, but just kind of the finale when it kind of like ultimately revealed itself. It's like, oh, okay.
And when it's like a Shrek dance party.
Yeah.
You're like, doesn't really fit the tone, weird.
Yeah. No, not for me. Right, okay. So I think that's been, if we want to call this the NI Scene Halloween special.
What's Sweet Easy giving out this year? What's Sweet Easy giving out this year?
I don't know, because I'm a bit bitter because a couple of years ago, because we usually do the event on Halloween night, I got lazy. My lovely wife was not feeling well a couple of Halloweens ago, so I just put the like little bucket of treats out, and I came home. I'm schoolboy hour, rookie hour, and came home. I was like going, there's bound to be a wee Snickers or something left. Not even the fucking bucket. They took the bucket. The bastard took the buckets. Everything. But we usually do like. Do you ever like get like the treats too early? And then you're like, because what was it? Good old Mayam Chow or anything Mao or whatever you call Mao's, whatever you call them.
I like the pinballs. They're my favorite.
Mate, it's just like crack but sugar. What about you? Because because would you have many trick or treaters where you are?
We would have a few, yeah, and we normally
the all adults on their 40s.
Yeah, exactly. All them colleges just coming up and like, any sweeties, boy?
You got stew?
Here's a spud. Baby potatoes for everyone. We would get a few, and we would normally get the wee trick or treat Haribo bags. But again, as you say, you'd be picking.
Yeah, you go. What about? Because you're an East, Adam. You must be, in between kind of the fireworks just going off everywhere. You must be getting a few wee trick or treaters.
I don't know, because on Halloween night we normally work. We have the events, and Heidi goes to bed at like 6
and just hides.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
The two cats are like, oh, fireworks.
Yeah. We are giving out a ton of treats being handed out at the Fright Club NI Halloween movie this year, Fright Night. We're showing on Friday the 31st of October, Halloween night. We have
what movie is that again?
Fright Night. Fright Night. The OG, not the remake.
I like the remake.
Yeah, the remake's all right.
Yeah,
but we're showing the OG, and I have procured some of the Fanta berry flavour with Chucky on the can. I have a whole tray of those to hand out. So if you're there early enough, you can get some Chucky berry juice. Chuck berry juice.
Sell by date's like 2001, but it's all good.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be okay.
Yeah, it's all good. They're all the tin, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's all sealed and
they were to tie in with the seed of Chucky.
Yummy.
That'll be cream flavour.
Cream soda.
On that note, I think that's been our ramble. Halloween. We haven't done a ramble in a while. We tried to move away from the ramble, but we've got our ramble out. Get your rambles out. NI Scene. So that's been fun. So we're going to wrap up. So thank you very much, Adam.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you very much, Danny.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. Adam, Jim.
Adam, Jim. I can't even speak. Jim, Adam, Danny, Jim, whatever. Yeah. Thank you very much. And if you enjoyed this pod, don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasting fix. Of course, you can always tune in to the Outer Rim Rambling as well. And you can find our own back catalogue on YouTube and check out the website for our TV show and also a roundup of all the events that's going on locally, including your own Fright Club event and our very own Belfast International Horror Festival, because by the time this comes out, we will have had the lovely Shauna McDonald in Belfast. A lot of fun. So, guys, thank you very much. And we'll be back next week with another episode. But for now, until then, goodbye and happy Halloween.